you are, more likely than not, going to run into a complication during your facelift recovery. That's even with the absolute best surgeons. Now, complication is defined as any unexpected delay or bump in the road in the healing process, and most of them, if you pick a great surgeon, are mild. Little bruise that refuses to go away for a little while, a little swelling in one side under the chin, maybe some stiffness around the mouth, maybe a little scab at a corner of the incision line or the flap. Those are all mild, they go away on their own, and they're really nothing to get worked up over. Many of you watching this video right now are probably dealing with something like that. But there are other complications that require more advanced treatments and actually need to be picked up so that they don't turn into other things. And that's where your surgeon's experience really counts. Can your surgeon tell the difference between something that you just watch and something that needs intervention? If it needs intervention, are they able to deliver IV antibiotics if necessary 2 or 3 times a day? Can it get you in for hyperbaric oxygen? If you need blood collection drained in the middle of the night, do they have a private operating room they can summon anytime they want? These are the differences between a surgeon that is truly dedicated to facelifting surgery and someone that occasionally does it. So I want you to hear from one of my patients who recently went through a complication, what her feelings were like, how her course was, and how she landed up in the end, so that if any of you right now are going through something like this, whether you're my patient or someone else's, you can know there's hope. I hope this helps you.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
So tell me, how many weeks out are we after surgery now?
6.
6. And you had a perfectly smooth course with no complications, correct?
No.
So tell me about it. What do we run into?
Well, we ran into, after surgery, about a week after, well, not quite a week, I had some infection set up from the surgery itself. It was just something that happens to people. I was a little taken aback by it because I wasn't ready for it, but it was more about the experience and how you guys handled it was amazing.
So tell me about that. So how are you feeling? What do we do? I don't want to lead you. You tell me what they need to know. What other people need to know when they have a setback.
Well, it's scary, right? Because you go into something like that and you think, I'm doing this to look better, and now all of a sudden you're having a setback and you feel like, why me? What does this mean? Is it going to do more damage? Am I going to look worse than I did when I first came in for surgery? And the answer to that is no. I am proof that you can look much better. And not only that, but as soon as we found it, the nurses and Dr. Nyack, yourself, immediately got into order and started getting me antibiotics and doing all the things you had to do. You had me in morning, at night, the weekend. Your nurses were here. You sent me for oxygen treatment. Everything. You called my home, you worked with my husband, you made sure I had the right antibiotics and medicine. I mean, it was amazing.
Well, good. And how do you feel having gone through that? Are you happy you did it?
Yes. I would do it over and over again.
How did you feel when you saw your pictures a minute ago?
I cried.
What was going through your head? What made you cry?
Because we took my mirrors down for the first few weeks after surgery, and when we put those up, I still looked a little swollen, and of course the infection and bruising, and then you get up every day and you see yourself and you don't recognize the difference, right? And to see that what I look like before and what I look like today, I'm a different person, and I'm so excited.
So last question. I know you were kind of on the fence about, are you going to be on my social, not be on my social, and then you kind of had a real kind of epiphany and a strong feeling. What happened there?
Because someone shared their story, which is what led me to moving forward with taking this step anyway to get the surgery. And I just felt like sharing my story might help somebody else. But not only that, to show that not everything is perfect when you make a decision, and that it really is about choosing the right doctor and team that will help you get through it no matter what. And yeah, so I cried because what I went through, what I felt was going to be kind of a dark time, led to I couldn't be happier.
Awesome. Well, you're a great interview. You should be like a TV radio personality. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we'll see you at 3 months.
Okay, sounds good.